Hello and welcome to this weather update. It's around 9 o'clock on May 19th, 2018, and we're going to talk about the weather that we are finally seeing a change in this horrible pattern we've been in for like over the past week. Before I get to that, I want to talk about the conditions in our area because the humidity, unfortunately, will be coming back tonight into the first half of tomorrow. I still don't have an air conditioner yet. Yeah, I was supposed to get one on Friday, and the person didn't bring it. So there's a lot of incompetence going on, but I'm not gonna. It's not what I'm gonna talk about right now. In this, hopefully by next week I get my air conditioner. Otherwise, anyway, let's talk about the current conditions in our area. Uh, 56 degrees right now at Farmingdale. Yes, there's some really dense fog over the area. Visibility only a quarter of a mile because we have a warm front moving through, and it's going to get a lot more muggy in the next couple of hours across Long Island, unfortunately. Islip, similar conditions, 56. Look at the fog visibility there, only 0.13 miles, so a lot of fog out there. Some really bad fog tonight. I noticed it when I was out myself that there was some really bad fog in certain areas developing. A visibility a quarter of a mile in West Hampton, 55 degrees. We make our way over to New York City. Let's see if New York City is in the fog or not. I'm curious. Probably not because of the heat island effect. No, no. Visibility 1.5 miles there. Some fog, 56 degrees. You'll notice the dew point was in the 50s for the most part, but it's starting to get more humid because we have a warm front that is approaching. And if we go down to our favorite hot spot in Toms River, you will see, first of all, it's already a lot warmer there. The temperature is 67 and the dew point is 66, so it's very muggy. This is the air that's trying to come up from the south. How much of it will get up here, I can't say for sure. But it definitely is just to the south of us, and people in Toms River are now suffering with it, with this humidity. It's disgusting out. In May, it should never be humid in May. It's due to climate change. We've had humidity. We had humidity last week too. One of the days was pretty bad. 66 degrees at Atlantic City Airport, and the dew point is 66. So it is very muggy out there. So I want to go and look at the radar now. We'll see there are a couple of showers over the area. Nothing really intense right now. Though with this humidity, any shower could even be a thunderstorm could wind up popping up in this juicy air mass that we are going to be dealing with here. It's coming straight from the tropics. So we are going to have a look at underground now, and you can see temperatures in the 50s across Long Island, and you can see where that warm front is because you can see where the 60s are over here. The front is somewhere over here in this area. It's slowly advancing northward, unfortunately. If we zoom in a little more, you'll be able to see. If we can zoom in, it's not cooperating. There we go. I don't know. One of the ground site lately has been slow as molasses. I don't know. It used to be a very good site, but I think the Weather Channel owns it now, and of course they're screwing it up. So 60, you can see it's much warmer over here, even some 70s around Philadelphia, so it's not the place you want to be. That's exactly why you don't want to. The climate is a lot hotter in Jersey, unless you're a hot weather person. You know what I like to call Toms River in this whole area? The Florida of the tri-state area, because it's just how warm and humid it is over there. It's the Florida of the tri-state area. Anyway, I want to go ahead and look at the dew points now. I'm actually going to switch this over to dew points. So let's see. Be able to see the difference here. You can see much higher humidity over here, whereas Long Island dew points aren't quite as high. And if we go out a little further, you'll be able to see the north. They're enjoying dew points that are they're probably not even getting to the humidity up north. They're enjoying dew points in the low 50s and even some 40s in there. So nice, comfortable humidity readings as well there. All right. So then we can overlay the radar onto this. And you see the showers. And again, you see where that warm front is. So it's going to be moving into the area probably within the next probably 2 to 3 hours in the Long Island. And you're going to notice it's going to start getting more and more muggy. I'm hoping that maybe it doesn't. But, I mean, maybe we won't get it as bad as these people down here. But, I mean, I don't have an air conditioner. So it really does stink. The people that are running my agency, they don't really they don't really sense the urgency to put an air conditioner in here. It's unfortunate, it really is. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at. Actually, there's one more thing I want to look at. Let's go ahead while we're here already. Let's take a look at the sea surface temperature anomaly. Show you that the ocean is a lot warmer than it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, look at that. Really bubbles of some warm water over there, over here. And look over here off the coast. So off the east coast in general, just a lot of warm water. Let's go ahead and zoom out even more. You'll be able to see all that warm water. Yep, that's climate change for you. What I tell you, warmer oceans means more humidity in the air. So we'll look at the satellite image. Shows you the pretty sad pattern that we're in right now, that we've been in for a while. We have a very anomalous ridge in the Atlantic sitting over Bermuda that's kept the stall front in the vicinity of our area now for over a week, and it's a real pain in the neck. It's gloomy, it's humid, it's wet. It's not normal, and literally has this conveyor belt of tropical moisture literally coming all the way up from the Caribbean all the way up the East Coast. But the good news is there's an end in sight. We're going to look at the GFS from 18Z, and you will see that that ridge finally starts to break down as we go into we have a cold front coming through. Luckily, a cold front will be coming through tomorrow afternoon. Could spark off some thunderstorms. We're going to look at that a little later, the forecast for that. And then we have a high pressure system starting to build in for Monday. All right, and that's going to bring in some drier air, and it should be not a clear day, partly sunny, and probably a lot of high clouds around, but the air, it will be seasonable with temperatures in the 70s and low humidity. And then the high tries to flex one more time Tuesday. Into Wednesday, it warms up, gets a little more humid with a shower chance, and then finally it looks like we have high pressure building in from Canada and finally going to bring us some nice weather Thursday and Friday. And it looks like we may finally have a pattern shift here where the ridge starts breaking down. We're going to have to keep an eye on that tropical moisture over here as we go into next weekend. This is a Memorial Day weekend, so yeah, unfortunately I see that ridge trying to build again. Could wind up ruining Memorial Day weekend. We're really ways out, too far out to see. But then after that, we should have more nice weather try to build in. You can still see this tendency for, we're going to have to keep an eye on this ridge here. This ridge is always a problem. This ridge is part of climate change now. It's becoming a permanent, almost a permanent fixture in our environment. But it looks like there is a change in the pattern on the GFS. Finally, this pattern has been absolutely awful. I just want to look at the Canadian model too. Let's look at that, and let's see what we got with that. All right, so back it up. All right, so same thing. I think we see the same type of thing happen here, where that ridge finally gets, it doesn't go away, but it weakens enough that we're able to get into some drier air. Looks like we're going to have to keep our eye on a tropical system possible for a weak tropical system. We have to keep our eye on that because that could wind up causing a wet Memorial Day weekend, which would make perfect sense considering how wet it's been here. It's just been wet, but we have a window of nice weather, so I'm not going to complain too much of it. It's not on Memorial Day weekend, so be it. It is bad for the economy though if we have a wet Memorial Day weekend. But it's a ways away. I'm not gonna nothing's even close to being written in stone at this point. Anyway, we're gonna go and we're gonna look at our area. We're going to go ahead and look at the NAM when it comes to the precipitation to see what's going to be happening tomorrow with that cold front. So I want to keep my eye on that right now. So you can see not too much precipitation tonight, but there could be a scattered thunderstorm or two overnight as we deal with that really juicy air mass. And then that cold front comes through. The NAM really doesn't have a whole lot of precipitation developing with this cold front. Looks like some of the most of the thunderstorms would be over here. Maybe some light rain. Let me see if I can get this to a higher resolution and see what the higher resolution 3-kilometer NAM has. Yeah, there's a couple of thunderstorms possibly popping up. Very small. Nothing really widespread. But, any thunderstorm that could develop could wind up. It's a thunderstorm. But I don't think there's going to be any severe weather. I don't think we're at risk for that. And then Monday is dry, so we go into that. I want to look at the HRRR model and go to that one next. And we're going to see this one now. All right, so let's see this one here. This one has a little more moisture developing in it. It doesn't go that far in the future. You can see we're going to probably see some thunderstorms overnight with that humidity. This seems to be the HRRR and the NAM both suggest that, even though the radar doesn't look that bad right now. And then we go into, it only goes up to 17Z on Sunday, but again, it's very little activity, thunderstorm activity, very small cells developing. All right, and I will go to the, actually that's not the one I want. Let's go to the HDRPS. All right, this is the other model that we're going to look at. All right, so again, we could have some thunderstorms overnight. No severe weather, but they could put down heavy rain, maybe cause some localized flooding. And then, yeah, this is a little more interesting, this model for tomorrow afternoon. They're a little less isolated, a little larger cells, a little more coverage. Some thunderstorms developing with that cold front tomorrow afternoon. So I have to give them, all right, and that looks like it could even be some severe weather on there. I don't think we're at risk for severe weather. This model seems to say that there might be some thunderstorms, but we'll have to keep our eye out for that. That's for sure. And now, lastly, we're going to look at the dew points to see how humid it's going to get. And for that, I'm going to go back to the GFS. And I think the GFS has the dew point. Let's see the dew points. I think it was dew point in here. Yeah, 2 million there. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to go by dew points, all right, because this will show you where the front is. All right, so let's go back over here. You can see the warm front coming through, and the dew points starting to come up overnight with that disgustingly humid air, and this actually gets the dew points into the mid-60s, which is going to be kind of muggy. It's not going to be. It's going to be a little brutal tomorrow. All right, especially in the early afternoon before those thunderstorms come through, because it's going to warm up too. You'll see when I go to the temperatures. So you can see the dew points in the mid and upper 60s. Ugh. Looks like I'll have to be out tomorrow. It's going to be too. I'm not going to be in here dying with no air conditioning. Yeah, you can see this. The dry air starting to come in, though by tomorrow night. Dew points are going to start dropping. So, and you can see we'll have low dew points on Monday, and then the dew points come back up again Tuesday night a little bit, and then we really get into some nice dry air come Thursday and Friday. So that looks really nice. I am looking forward to that. All right, so we'll go look at the temperatures. Let's go to the temperatures. We'll just go right to the temperatures. All right, so we'll go right to the temperatures. You see it's going to be a little hot tomorrow. So you can see, yeah, we're going to get temperatures well into the 70s. And probably our favorite spot in Tom's River, we'll have no trouble getting into the 80s. Our favorite spot. Not really my favorite spot. Favorite spot at any other time of the year, because it's beautiful with all the pines. But the heat in the summer makes it a no-go zone. Unless you like Florida weather. So you can see the front coming through, though, tomorrow night, and we should get some relief. And it's still going to be a warm day on Monday. Probably mid and upper 70s, maybe some near 80. I think there'll be a sea breeze in the afternoon along the coast, but I think that it will be, with the lower humidity, it'll be a lot better. And, but we are getting into almost June now, so the normal high is in the 70s, and we'll see that continue. No really cool weather. Today was kind of cool, though. So that'll be it for this update. Let's wrap it up with something to look at here. We'll go ahead and we'll look at the anomaly temperature, right? We can go ahead and look at that because it looks like it's going to be above normal for quite a bit. Yep. Still a little bit above normal. We're going to be way above normal tomorrow, and we're going to be above normal Monday. Tuesday will probably be average. Wednesday we're going to be above normal. Thursday, average, probably. Mix it all out. Friday, back to above normal again. So we're still going to be above normal. So this is all part of climate change. But anyway, yeah, I think it's cool they're leaving me without an AC. I don't want to really get too personal about this stuff, but they screwed up. They were supposed to bring me an AC on Friday, and they misunderstood that, they're like, well, I got to sound off just a little bit about this because this is annoying. All right. They said they're coming to put the AC in, and the person didn't know what kind of AC they had to put in. They didn't know if a regular air conditioner would fit, a regular window air conditioner. So they came in and they didn't actually bring the air conditioner with them. They just looked at the window and they're going to come back another day. I tell you, incompetence, just incompetence. You know, that's just complete incompetence. It's like Nice is running my agency, right? Or it's like Mr. Patrick Nowakowski is running my agency. Complete incompetence. Maybe they have to deal with the heat one day. That's all I could say. I won't feel sorry for them if they get stuck in the Pine Barrens in New Jersey on a hot, humid day. Their car breaks down, and there's no cell phone signal, and they're gonna have to walk or try to flag down some help. I'm not gonna feel sorry for them because that's what they deserve for leaving me in the heat this long. Anyway, that's it. Have a good night, and thank you for watching. And I will try to get that video about the demographics on the trial. I'll try. I've been busy with other stuff, but I'm going to try. Either this weekend, I really got to try to get that up for you. All right? So hopefully maybe tomorrow night or tonight. Thank you for watching.